Hey friends, it's Mr. Jim and welcome back to Kid Short Stories. Today's story is a very special story because we built it together live on Instagram. I'm actually live right now with a whole bunch of friends all around the world who had a whole bunch of awesome ideas and we made this awesome story. So if you want to be on our next story build, make sure you ask your parents to follow the Instagram for Kids Short Stories. Well, this one is going to be an amazing adventure. Are you ready for today's story? Me too, let's go! It was a beautiful winter morning when high up the mountain lived a legendary dog named Ruffs. Ruff! Ruff! Ruffs lived in a cave that was never before seen by anybody. But there was one kid, one very brave kid, that was about to go on an amazing adventure. All right, Mom and Dad, I'll see you later, shouted Yash. He headed out the door on his adventure. He had all of his gear in his backpack. Water and snacks, hiking boots, the whole deal. This was going to be an amazing adventure. He had read stories and legends about a place high up on Mount Everest where there was a cave with this legendary dog. A dog that no one had ever seen before, but everyone had always wanted because they said it had magical powers. I don't know about you, but I've never seen a dog with magical powers, but if I could, I definitely would go on that adventure. As Yash was huffing and puffing his way up the mountain, it was a very steep climb, and one that he was very thankful that he brought warm jackets and warm clothes because it was very, very cold. As Yash made his way up the trail, he saw all kinds of amazing things. He said, "Whoa, I can see my house from here." He was very high up Mount Everest, but he still had a long way to go. As he stopped to take a drink of water, he heard something in the leaves nearby. As he turned around, he saw that, whoa, there's a meteor shower, and they're actually falling on the mountain. I gotta take cover. Yash ran and hid underneath some trees that were nearby. Thankfully, they were big enough to protect him from the falling meteors that were falling from the sky. And then it stopped. But these meteors, they had a very special glow to them. I've never seen meteors before, but what Yash saw is amazing. They had this orange glow to them, which was pretty amazing, and Yash didn't know if that meant they were like lava rocks or if they had some kind of magical power. Well, it was magic, but Yash would not learn that quite yet. Yash continued hiking up the trail. Further and further and closer he came to that magical cave. You see, that magical cave was hidden behind a wall of snow, so deep, and that's kind of why nobody had ever seen it before. As he hiked up the mountain further and further, he saw it ahead. You see, he was following a map that he had found in an old book, and this map was actually strangely accurate. As he got closer and closer, he stood right in front of a giant snow wall. Wow, that is a big snow wall, said Yash. As he grabbed his little pocket shovel out of his backpack, he pulled it out. And it was pretty cool. It's a very cool shovel. It was pretty small and you could fold it open to make it bigger. As he opened the shovel up, he started digging and digging and digging through the snow wall. He went. With each shovelful of snow, he was one little bit closer to seeing if this mystery and legend was true. And finally, wow! He fell right through the hole that he had dug into a cave. Was this the cave that we have been searching for? Is this the cave? I'm not quite sure. Yash grabbed his flashlight out of his backpack, turned it on, and started looking around. Hello? Hello in there, there. There was a little bit of an echo because he was in a cave. And just then, he heard a sound. Woof, woof, woof. Yash's eyes got very large. They were very big because he was surprised to actually hear the sound of a dog in the cave. Could that be the legendary dog? Hello? Hello? My name is Yash. Are you actually real back there? Are you a real dog? Woof. Of course I am. Come on back. Woof, woof. Yash took a few steps further with his flashlight, holding and shone it back in the back of the cave, and all of a sudden he saw two big eyeballs staring right back at him from the glow of his flashlight. Ah! Yash dropped the flashlight and curled up in a ball on the floor. He wasn't sure if this was a good dog or a bad dog. Ruff. Oh, don't be afraid. Don't you worry. As Yash picked himself back up, his flashlight started to hover off the ground. Ah, what is going on? Shouted Yash. Oh, woof. Calm down. The flashlight floated right into Yash's hand. Is this a magical flashlight? Or wait a second. Is the legend real? Yash turned to the dog, and the dog said, Ruff, you have saved me. I have been trapped in this cave for many years. But yes, the legend is true. I am a magical dog. My name is Ruffs, and I need your help, Yash. Can you help me on a giant adventure? We must save the world, because Mount Everest is about to explode into a giant volcano. What? This is not supposed to be a volcano. What are you talking about? Said Yash. Exactly. I need your help, or else we're all in a big heap of trouble. Holy smokes, what in the world has Yash just stumbled into? Is this for real? Did he really find the giant legendary dog named Ruffs? With magical powers, I'm pretty sure it sounds real. But we're gonna come back to the next episode to see what happens next. The end. Great job, you listened all the way to the end, and you know what time it is. It's time for Kid Shoutouts. I want to say hey to Jack and Charlie from Denver, Colorado, Maverick and Santiago from San Diego, Zev from Florida, Adeline from California, Silas from Indiana, Joanna from Ottawa, Canada, Jed, Sam, and Teddy from California, and Kirby from Troy, New York. I'm so glad that you are all on our Kid Short Stories family. And on our spy team, we could not stop Dr. Stinky Breath and his crew without you, my friends. Well, you have a super duper day, and I will see you next time. Bye.